And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial arts stands 5'4", weight in 128.4 pounds. Shows a professional record, 2 wins, 1 defeat, with both wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Factory X, fighting out of Inglewood, Colorado, by way of Sarajevo, Bosnia, Nejra, the Bosnian Bombshell, Repp. Her opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist sitting 5'5", weight in 128.4 pounds. Shows a professional record 4-6, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Representing Tech MMA and Fitness Academy, fighting out of Christiansburg, Virginia, Whittany, Pyles. Your referee, George Conley.
All right, remember the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times, listen to me at all times. Touch gloves now if you want to, and go back to your corners.
Whittany Pyles with the red tape. 1-1 record here in the LFA Octagon, and Nejra Repp, she comes in with a 2-1 mark overall. All of her professional fights taking place, Michael, right here in the LFA Octagon.
And she's Tapology's #1 ranked female fighter in the Pacific Northwest, the best part of the USA, if I must say so myself, Ron.
Fighting out of Factory X now, originally from Bosnia, and as Michael pointed out, Seattle, and now fighting out of Englewood, Colorado. She's coming off a decision loss to current flyweight champion Shannon Clark. And right now, Whittany Pyles letting her hands fly. Fighters clinch up.
Yeah, I mean, Repp really putting the pressure on her, and Whittany Pyles responded with a nice combination. Instead of backing up on the straight line and let herself get pinned against the fence, she did a good job throwing with some volume, but she still finds herself taken down, fighting from the guard right now.
Nejra Repp on her back. Whittany Pyles comes in with a 1 victory via knockout, 3 decisions.
Really nice stack pass from Repp right now. Working from the half guard. Might be setting up a Darce here right now. You can see Pyles is coming up on that underhook card, looking for a deep half sweep. And you saw Repp for a moment there drop in with her right hand. Looked like she's fishing for a Darce, but moved on to a standing arm and guillotine.
Great shot there from her crew, and possibly wisely Repp lets it go.
The cameramen have been doing quite a good job today, even before the show even started.
It's amazing. They don't let anything get by them. That's the thing.
Nothing goes unseen near this LFA Octagon.
Eyes are everywhere.
Yeah, you got to be sharp at all times. Speaking of sharp, Repp in on the clinch right now. Both ladies kind of jockeying for position. And I love the story of how Repp got into MMA. In 2019, she bought a Groupon offer to a gym.
Yes.
And ever since then, she's been hooked. And those are pretty cool stories to hear about people's journey in the mixed martial arts. It's everybody's path is so unconventional, to each in their own way. So I think it's pretty fun.
2 LFA veterans and 2 class acts. I love speaking with both these ladies. They leave it all in the gym. Whittany Pyles training with Tech MMA and Fitness Academy. Perry Gibson in her corner.
You know, Whittany Pyles had a good opportunity right there where she could have cut away, flanked Nejra Repp, and moved to the center, but she finds herself just backing up on the center line. What she really needs to do is, when she gets space like this, she's got to angle away, disengage from the clinch, because she had a lot of success in the moment that she threw a nice little exchange before these grappling sequences started. So if I'm in Whittany Pyles' corner, I'm imploring her, get out of this clinch, get back to the center, get some volume striking going.
And there you go, and you can see a little blood streaming from the nose of Pyles now, and Repp punching her way back in to the clinch.
Yeah, you know, I think that she really does her best work at striking range, and all she has to do is circle away from the fence and take the center, and at least that creates more real estate the Repp is going to have to take away from her to get to the clinch. But she's essentially, she gets some space, but she just kind of hangs out in that phone booth area, and she lets loose with good combinations, but she'd have a lot more success if she took the center of the octagon.
This is really what our current champion Shannon Clark did to Repp too, neutralized her striking by closing in the distance, and that was a tough decision loss back at LFA 170.
but it's one that's aged well. You know, it's to have your only professional loss to be against a current LFA champ. You know,
Absolutely.
it's never fun to lose. Oh!
Big shot from a Repp. Wow. And she's pounding away now. Put Pyles down. Hammer fist to the side of the head.
She's really going for it here. What she needs to do is cut away these little rabbit punches right here. This is where she needs to get to. Get to where you can generate more power.
Those are more than rabbit punches now, no doubt about it. Posturing up, teeing off.
Switch to elbows. I think a couple elbows would do the job, but I think the Repp's going to stop the fight any moment here, Ron. Repp is just pouring it on thick, and there's no sign of her letting go.
George Conley stops this fight. And what a win for Nejra Repp. Quickly erases the memory of her first professional defeat. The Factory X product, fighting out of Englewood, Colorado, gets a big and very impressive victory to kick off the LFA 180 preliminary action.
Man, that was nasty. It looked like Whittany Pyles was on her knees, and it looked like she was trying to get to her feet, and Nejra Repp just winded up, let loose with a nasty uppercut, and really laid it on thick with a ton of ground and pound. She was in a position where she was in a front headlock, just landing short little rabbit punches, but once she transitioned to where she got behind Whittany and started raining down punches, Whittany was able to belt her to get to her back to a half guard, and that created so much space for Nejra Repp to let loose with the ground and pound. But look at this beautiful sequence here. Nice little trip, and as Whitney's back up to her knees, she just winds up on a really nice uppercut.
Huge shot.
And look at the placement with her hand on. She landed with her thumb and her first knuckle. That's the best part of her fist to land with. And then she just follows up with some really good ground and pound. Starts standing over, landing big, heavy, unanswered shots. This was a very good stoppage. This is the best way you can bounce back from your first professional loss. To get a TKO stoppage win, that's really going to take the sting off. And that's got to feel really good, Ron.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee George Conley stops this fight at 4 minutes 27 seconds in the first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Nejra, the Bosnian Bombshell Repp.
Nejra Repp improves to 3-0. Was born in Bosnia at the beginning of the Civil War there. Her parents fled to Germany before finding sponsorship to the U.S. in 1997. Nejra was 6 years old. This was a huge bounce-back win for the Bosnian Bombshell. Repp improves to 3-0. For the first time, the LFA Octagon touches down here in Derby City.